Title IX and gender equity. Gender equity in CTE can be traced to Title IX of the Educational Amendments of 1972. Most people associate Title IX with female student participation in sports. However, the language in Title IX applies to education as well. No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Title IX prohibits discrimination in all education programs and activities that receive federal financial assistance. This means everyone has the right to an equal opportunity to be successful in an academic setting, regardless of their gender, race, religion, or sexual orientation. Title IX is one of several federal anti-discrimination laws that define and ensure equality in education. In the old days, vocational education, or CTE, was highly segregated by sex. These legislations provided motivation and incentives to decrease gender bias and increase options for female students in career and technical education. After more than 30 years since the passage of Title IX, some improvement has been achieved, but the problems of gender bias and segregation in some programs still exist, especially in CTE programs. Gender discrimination. The reality is that gender discrimination and harassment at schools still persists. Culturally acceptable perceptions regarding gender roles and occupational choices can direct girls away from non-traditional careers, as well as contribute to their reluctance to participate in CTE programs or schools that are non-traditional for their gender. Think of how this can play out in course offerings, literature, images and books, videos, and displays. What messages do they send to students? Career guidance based on a student's pre-existing interests rather than aptitude or career exploration can also contribute to gender-based educational and career choices. Females face additional barriers to success once they enter CTE programs that are non-traditional for their gender. Program completion can be challenging if students lack mentoring, support groups, or a cohort of students of the same gender to help them integrate into the school environment. Why should you care? And why does this matter? Ensuring equitable participation in CTE has important implications for all students. School counselors play a huge role in raising awareness about occupational choices. In CTE schools and programs, counselors are instrumental with career planning, goal setting, establishing areas of interest, and career exploration to ensure that all students have equal access to career planning. Gender equity in education is one way to eliminate sexual stereotyping and sex bias from the educational process, thus providing the opportunity and an education to validate and empower individuals as they make appropriate career and life choices. School counselors have a key role to prepare students for the practicalities of the workplace. There is a critical importance for career and technical education to provide females with equal preparation and access to work, to widen girls' opportunities, and to prepare them for high-wage, high-demand occupations. Much work remains to help them enter into CTE schools and programs in non-traditional fields. Change starts with you.